Welcome to Texas Silver. Before I get into this video, I just want to let you know that I'm going to go ahead and cover some points that might hurt your feelings. So you may want to go to another video and turn this off. I'm going to go ahead and warn you right now. Anyone that's watched this channel for a while should know that I don't really sugarcoat anything. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. If you're watching a show like this, it's talking about preparations, SHTF, all those fun things. If you get offended easily, if you have soft skin, this is probably the wrong channel, and it's not gonna hurt my feelings if you go elsewhere. But again, and before I get into this is the first video that I've dropped since Jeremiah Babe left. He was here for about a week or so. I highly recommend, if you did not see those, go over to his channel, Jeremiah Babe, check them out. Myself, Matt, Bill Holter, Chase from SD Boyan. There's some great videos, some great content, some good information. Highly recommend you checking that out. Again, Jeremiah Babe, they're on his channel. So this is the last thing I'm going to say before we get this video going. I wanted to thank Jeremiah for coming down, taking the time to come down here. He's one of my best friends. On one of the videos, I guess it was the last video that we put out, he stated that I was one of his best friends, and I am grateful to have someone that's solid like Jeremiah in my circle, in my life, and someone that I can call a friend. Also, Bill Holter, got to know him. I've hung out with him a couple more times since we had that interview. Getting to know him, he's a great guy. He's exactly like he is on film. You get what you get is him. He's not any different off. If anything, he's even more straight to the point, doesn't sugarcoat anything. That's a great interview. If you missed that, if you don't watch any of the videos, for sure watch the Bill Holter video. It was a great video. Bill tells it how it is. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. I'm very glad and blessed to have him. I'm gonna call him a friend of mine. I think that's gonna be a great relationship. I think I'm gonna learn a lot from Bill, and I think I have a lot to teach Bill. And hopefully that continues to grow, that relationship, that friendship, and he's going to be another member in my circle. So check those videos out, and let's go ahead and get into it. It's very important who is in your circle. We're running out of time, in my opinion, to vet these people that are in your circle, to either add to your circle, or maybe you need to even take some people out of your circle based off of what they bring to the table, or are they an asset, are they a liability? But anyways, JB in his video mentioned Patera, hopefully I'm not messing this up, from Appalachia Homestead. Mentioned her video. I went and checked that out. I don't think I've ever watched any of her videos, but I went over and checked this video out, and she was being bullied by a troll, and I'm not going to go over the whole thing about it, but I'd recommend checking out that channel, and I'm going to start probably watching her channel now. I've only watched a couple videos. I like what I've seen already, but she mentioned being careful about who you get your training from, and I'm going to second that. But I'm not going to get too much into the weeds about that video. Go check it out. It was a couple days ago she dropped that video. You should be able to find it. It says in the title there's something about a troll, but watch it. It's a good video. But the reason why I bring that up also is there was a question in the comments of one of Jeremiah's videos when he came down here. And I don't remember exactly what the question was, but something to the effect of, I'm a single mother. What am I, because we were talking about everything that's coming and how important it is to get security and all that. And so the question was, I'm a single mother, what can I do? What should I do? So my advice is you cannot rely on anyone 100% in this world except for the man upstairs and yourself. So I'm going to recommend that you find a reputable business that, read some reviews, talk to some people, or find someone, a friend of a friend that knows what they're talking about, that possesses these skills, and you need to take matters into your own hands and you need to go get this training for yourself. Obviously, if you're able to or interested, it might help to get a warrior in your life. So if you're a single mother, maybe go hang out at some gun ranges, and maybe you can find yourself a warrior that possesses this. But you also, even if you do have someone in your life that possesses those skills, you also still need to have at least basic knowledge and skills, basic manipulations to be able to use these tools. So my advice is to avoid anyone with a man bun, anyone that wears skinny jeans, and anyone that plays video games on a regular basis. That's probably not a warrior. So figure out who you're dating. You need to date with a purpose. And you know, I'm kind of being funny, but I'm also not. If you believe what is coming, like I know what is coming, things are going to get very ugly in this country, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to get killed, assaulted. Their stuff's going to be stolen. It's like what Bill Holter said, Mad Max. And again, check out that video. Great video. Another thing that you can do is you want to make yourself an asset. So obviously, again, you want to be able to possess these skills, at least like in the Marine Corps. Everyone is a basic rifleman. Even though they're a cook or they're a welder, a truck driver, everyone's a basic rifleman. So if in your group someone is not proficient with these tools, you need to do that. And I would highly recommend that. That way you bring something to the table besides, I mean, you want to have all sorts of skills, but everyone in your group, in my opinion, should have a basic knowledge of how to use defensive tools. So for you ladies out there that do have a man in your life, if he's a weak link, either I would encourage him to go ahead and get some of that training, or maybe it's time to re-enter the dating world. Maybe I need to start a channel, preppersonly.com. Let me know what you think. I know I've talked about this before in my videos. Just be careful who you're watching on YouTube, because there's a lot of clowns running around out there pretending to be something that they're not, and these guys are clowns running around in suits. But reason why I bring this up, this gentleman was talking about the Second Amendment, and he was clearing a firearm, and I mean, I cringed when I watched this. And you know, this guy was talking about the Second Amendment, and it was obvious that this gentleman doesn't know. Well, obviously he's never had formal training. And in my opinion, he probably knows very little about security and handling these tools. And so what it was he was showing that his handgun was clear. And so what he did was, when he went to clear it, okay, pulled this back like this, okay, to clear it. Like, what are we, Dennis the Menace here? All right. So obviously he's never had formal training, yet he's talking about firearms on his channel. I'm not gonna give a whole lesson on this, but just to clear this up, reason you don't want to do that, this is a fine motor skill, and also these two fingers right here are very weak. What you want to do is come over the top of the handgun, making sure that your hands stay out of where the rounds are ejected from. You're gonna fold both your fingers over, and it's a push pull. Reason being that you're gonna do that is, it's okay if it's administrative and you're in a range, or you know, just at the house doing whatever. But say you're in a stressful situation. This is a fine motor skill. This is a gross motor skill. You have a lot more strength. What if your hands are sweaty, covered in blood? Okay, this is what you want to do. So anyways, it is a push on the bottom, pull on the top, then you lock your slide to the rear. Okay, and this is a slide lock. It's not a slide release. A lot of people think that's a slide release. To release the slide, no, same thing, up over the top. Reason being, blood, sweat, stress. Okay, fine motor skill, and this is a lot less strength than what this is when you grab. When you grab a hold of someone, you grab with these or do you grab with your entire thing? Okay, I'm gonna let that go. Talking about that's not the point, but just the point being, and Travis, I hope you paid attention, and I hope you get some formal training, because what you did, that was pretty that was amateur hour. That's all I'm gonna say. And the reason why I bring up this individual also is this individual used to say that Jeremiah was doom and gloom, and you know, says stuff about, makes little comments about all you need to do is financial stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, it is gonna get so ugly. I can't even begin to put into words how ugly and dangerous I think the next couple years are gonna be in this country. It's getting worse every day. And you know, this individual is making jokes about, you know, you don't need a bunker in judo. I agree with the bunker, but and it's actually jujitsu. But yes, you need to become a weapon. You need to be able to use these tools of war to protect yourself and your assets. Otherwise, what's the point of you know, preparing and collecting all this stuff, stacking all this stuff? And another thing, so now this individual all of a sudden wants to talk about all these things. Within the past, you know, I guess now JB's not so doomy and not so gloomy, because now they're starting to talk about it. But I don't appreciate this individual poking at Jeremiah. This individual, I don't think he really believes what he talks about. And Jeremiah, from day one, he has not changed. He's had the same message from day one. A lot of these other clowns out there are chameleons. They talk about whatever's gonna get views and clicks. So again, be careful who you watch. Oh, another thing. This individual's firearm looked like it came straight out of the box. No weapon light on it. I don't think this individual knows anything about firearms based. I mean, maybe he's gotten his training from Hollywood. I don't know. But again, it was pretty cringeworthy watching that video. All right, so another thing about these channels that I've noticed is every day they're trying to sell you something. They're trying to sell you collagen pills. They're trying to sell you some sort of gold stock, or, you know, whatever. And I've got a problem with that. You know, I've pushed a couple, maybe one item on this channel, and then also I have a link down below for Texas Precious Metals, but that mostly benefits y'all. And I'm never gonna push anything on this channel that I don't use, don't believe in. And after a while, you know, people get tired of trying to be sold something every day. There's a couple channels I've completely stopped watching because it seemed like every day they had some sort of sponsor, or you know, they're trying to sell me something. And a lot of times it seems like they contradict themselves. So I just be careful again who you watch. So back to the training thing. I watched, it's T.Rex, R-E-X space arms. I don't know the gentleman's name, and I apologize. I guess I should have done that. But young kid, and man, this boy is, I call him a boy. This young gentleman, this young man is very, very proficient with firearms and with, you know, with these tools. Anyways, I watched one of the videos, and they're coming out with a 12-part series on basic manipulations and how to use these tools. And I watched the first one, and it was really great. I'm gonna highly recommend you go over to that channel and check that out. Even if you think that you know are solid in all those areas, you'll probably still pick up and learn something. But I would go over and check that out. And for those, it seems like it's gonna be very basic, broken down Barney style, where if you have no training whatsoever, that you'll be able to follow along and learn these skills. And I believe, you know, nothing's going to be advanced. I think it's just your basic stuff, but it looks like it's very well put together. And this gentleman definitely knows how to use these tools. And in these videos, he talks about muscle memory, and that's another reason why I went over that, how you clear charge one of these tools. You want to do it the same every time, because otherwise you're going to revert back to your least amount of training. So you want to train and train and train and train the same way over and over and over and build that muscle memory. That way, when you're in a stressful situation, you don't think about it, you just go to work. And so, he talks about drills and stuff, and I do that here. I'm constantly, you don't even need, you don't need any lead in there. You can either get dummy rounds, or a lot of this you can just do manipulations just with a clear, safe weapon. I think I'm gonna leave it here. The video's getting a little bit long. As Bill Holter would say, or did say, just do the best that you can do. Doing nothing is the worst thing that you can do. As long as you're doing something, that's better than nothing. And keep working towards your goals, and you'll eventually get there. Never stop preparing. Another thing, I saw this the other day, but thank God every day that you wake up, because we are never promised another day on this earth. And again, I think it's going to get very, very ugly in this country, in this world, and we're going to need him, in my opinion. And again, I'm not preaching. I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do believe in God, and I think he's going to be a very, very key role in this for us to make it through what's coming. I don't think it's the end of the world, but it's going to get very tough, very ugly for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to suffer. A lot of people are going to lose their lives. People are going to starve. Again, assaulted. It's going to get ugly. So again, take these things serious. Make sure that you're getting in this training, you're getting in the repetitions, and you're just honing your skills. You want to be your own asset. So just make sure you're working on every area of your life, and it's not just monetarily. You are also a huge asset. So just keep improving yourself every day. I'm going to leave it at that. Everyone take care. Thank you for being here. Remember to like, subscribe, share the videos. And until the next one, Texas Silver out.